Hey, Arc of New Jersey, it's Matthew Lacasio here back with you for another installment of the weekly Wednesday health exercises and tips. Hope all of you are doing great out there. We had a wonderful session last week, Friday with you guys. I had a lot of fun doing that. We did some boxing stuff, as I said on last week's installment of this, and really had some fun with it. I was so impressed with everyone, the participation level and how well they did with everything. As you can see, I still have my Christmas tree behind me here. It's still kind of the season. It snowed yesterday, guys. Right? It's still kind of Christmas season. Today I'm going to be taking you guys through some balance exercises and core stabilization drills. You can do them seated or standing. I'm going to describe the seated option for this one as we go along. Remember, any questions, any advice you need, any help, you can contact us at In-Home Training by Matthew Lacasio. It's inhometrainermatt.com. Or you can email me at info@inhometrainermatt.com or also by phone at 908-875-3241. So let's take you through some of these real quick. The first one we're going to start with, it's a good stretch one. I need it this morning. It's cold. This time of year we get very stiff. Our bodies get very stiff with the cold, dry air. So we're going to put our hands together. You guys know this stretch. It's the giant clap. If you've ever done the program before, you know this one. We're going to rotate back to the side that our hand's going back. So we're going to use our eyes and follow our hand. If you're seated, do it just the same way. Just sit and rotate back. Make sure to follow your hand with your eyes so that your core, this area, your obliques, your abs are also rotating. Just like that, guys. Couple more. Rotating to each side. Again, nice and slow, nice and smooth. Make sure you're using these muscles, not your lower back. Last one each side. Good. Alrighty. We're going to make a lowercase t here with our hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to rotate slowly. So it's the same kind of motion, but now the arms are just engaged to the side. So you really have to focus on using the core muscles here to twist. And again, same thing if you're seated. You're doing the same exact motion, just in a chair. Now, you may not be able to rotate as far from a seated position. Don't force it. Just go to where your body allows you to. As long as you're using these muscles, that's the important part. And just normal breathing, guys, but keep those abs tight if you can. Try and keep that stomach as tight as you can as you do this. Keep those arms straight out. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. I hope you're all eating plenty of things with vitamin C and D in them right now. Any amino acids, anything like that. Help fight off these last few months, hopefully, knock on wood, of bad coronavirus. Make sure nutrition's a big part of it, as you guys know. There's plenty of foods out there that can help keep your immune systems up and help you fight against this awfully crappy disease. All right. Let's do one more each side here. Last one. Good. All right, the next one we're going to do is we're going to pretend that we have a ball in our hand, and we're just going to go from one hip up over to the other side, just like this. Up over our heads, and we're rotating. And guess what muscles we're using, guys? You got it. Same ones in here. Again, if you're seated, it's the same thing. up over the head. Doesn't have to be huge. We're not reaching to the sky here. Just my hands going up, rotating right over top my head, and then on to the other hip. Again, twisting. Almost there. Doing good, guys. Deep breaths. Let's do one more each side. Up, over, and then up and back. Excellent job, guys. So far, so good. Doing great. All right. Next one. Now this one we're going to bend at the waist. So if you're seated, I want you to bend forward in the chair, but just again, go to where you're comfortable. You don't want to go so far that you feel like you're going to fall out of wherever you're seated. So just come forward, lean across, and raise up. Here, if you're standing, we're going to put a slight bend in the knees. We're going to come down and across our bodies and just raise up like we're waving hi to someone. Hi. That's my hi, ladies. That's how I say hi to people to ensure that I embarrass them. Up and across, up and across. Looking good, guys. But Matt, you can't see us, it's a video. I know. I just know things. Trainers have a sixth sense, and you're doing great right now. Up and across. So we're reaching down towards that opposite foot. If you're standing, knees are slightly bent, but we're bending at the waist. We're keeping our butt and our abs tight. We're coming across and we're waving. It's like the Miss America wave. Doing good. Almost there, guys. Nice deep breaths. If you can, breathe out on the way up, and that'll help you tighten the butt and the abs. You naturally do that as you take a nice deep exhale out. One more each, guys. Coming across. Beautiful. And coming across. Excellent job, guys. Excellent, excellent. All right, let's get one more in here if we can. We got time for it? We got time for it. All right, so tricky one if you're standing. Also, if you're sitting, you're going to raise one knee up as high as you can. So I'm starting with my left here. With my right, they used to call this raising the roof back in the 90s. It's a trend I never want to see come back. But it's also known as a shoulder press. So we're just going to take our palm up in the air and push up. And you're just going to try and keep your leg up. Maybe do 15. Can you get 15? If not, no biggie. If you have to keep putting your leg down, like I'm about to now, because I lost balance looking at myself, that's okay. You can stop, you can bring it back up and reset and keep going. Now, if you're seated, you're going to do the same thing from a seated position. So just raise one leg up as high as you can and just push and hold that leg up. It's going to be tough from a seated position too. You're going to feel it a lot in the hamstring. Okay, opposite side. One side will probably be harder than the other, depending how righty and lefty dominant you are. You might be surprised that it may be the side you're more dominant on. Like here, I feel actually more stable probably on my left foot, even though I'm a righty. Don't ask me the science behind it. I'm not that well educated, guys. It all has to do with muscle balance. Good. Let's do a few more. Let's do 6 more. Ready? I think I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, almost lost it. 5 and 6. Beautiful. All right, that was it, guys. Those are some great balance and core stabilization exercises, as I almost lost my balance just standing on the ground there, trying to sit to talk to you guys. As always, like I said, inhometrainermatt.com, info@inhometrainermatt.com, 908-875-3241. I'll see you guys next week. I believe this week we have our lovely nutritionist on to help you guys out. So enjoy this week's class on Friday, guys, and I hope this helps. We're here for any tips, exercises, and help you need. So as always, I want to thank you on behalf of inhometrainermatt.com, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Stay warm, stay safe out there, and plenty of vitamin C and D and all those good ones that vitamin B helps to fight off any bad diseases we have this time of year. Flu, coronavirus, all the nasty stuff. Have a wonderful day, Arca, New Jersey, and I'll see you guys next week.